All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, family.
Hey, welcome back to another edition of Nothing But the Truth with
Brother Jamil.
and Sister Tisha. We are back on your airwaves once again with a purpose. We're back here for a reason, and we're back here with an intention. That intention is to share with you the best of information and inspiration that we can gather from anywhere. And
Hmm.
so we all have a place in this effort. Before we turn you over to the world's most beautiful co host, and I might say, one of the best dressed in all of history, especially
Honey.
tonight. We'll talk more about that. But before we turn you over, let me just say a word to you to welcome you to this place, to let you know that you are safe here, to let you know that your family is safe here, to let you know that your spirit is safe here. And so, as you come into the chat rooms on Facebook and on YouTube, let us know who you are, where you're representing, what city you're viewing from, because we want to make sure we give you the proper attribution and shout out. But tonight's going to be a very, very great program. So, Sister Tisha, take it away.
Assalamu family. Welcome to another exciting edition of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. We are so glad you took the time to join us. We need your help. You know we do. We don't mind asking. What we need you to do is help us grow this platform. And all you have to do is go over to our Facebook page, Nothing But the Truth. I'm lying. That's not my page. Go over to our YouTube page, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Like, share, and subscribe. And then go to our Facebook page. You can go to mine, Tisha Muhammad, like, share, and subscribe. And then segue on over to Jamil's and do the same. It's under Jamil Muhammad. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? You ready to get into it?
I'm ready to get into it, man. Like a truth machine, man. Doing it. I'm sorry, that was my James Brown was coming out. I'm so sorry. But listen,
You got a
tonight
lot.
we have an opportunity to talk with a representative of the family of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, not in terms of official Nation of Islam business, but just the kinfolk, friend folk, and folk who we love because we've known them for generations of time. Now, in the introduction of our special guest tonight, I want to make sure that you know that the family of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is known and loved all over the world, as they should be.
Yes.
But as this family is known and loved all over the world for the work of their grandfather and father-in-law, and great-grandfather, actually,
Come on.
the work continues in the lives of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's family. What we're here to introduce you to tonight is a product line brought forward from the imagination and the fertile, ingenious mind of my brother, may Allah be pleased with him, Louis Farrakhan Jr.
Yes.
Louis, as the eldest son of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, as a brother, as a friend to many of us, known to always have a viewpoint that looked at things from a different perspective and gave unexpected view, unexpected ideas and context to the things that we were dealing with. I miss Lewis dearly, but I'm here with his family, and his family is here with us tonight. And they're going to talk about a new and exciting clothing line. We might as well pull it. Let's pull the suspense off of it, Tisha.
Come on.
Here it is tonight. You see these beautiful, beautiful shirts that we're wearing that contain the word Hala, Halla.
Why am I looking like that?
Yeah, well, I'm because you're cool. That's why, because you're so cool. Okay. But
Yeah,
when
see
you
it?
look at the shirts and you see the word Hala on there, that is a brand that was created by Louis Farrakhan Jr. And
Mm-hmm.
here tonight to talk about how that brand is doing today and how you can become not only better dressed, but a supporter of this effort. We have my little niece, and I'm glad to see her. She's not little anymore.
Ready?
She's grown. She's a grown lady now,
It's
right?
gorgeous.
But we have her with us tonight. She's a professional in the nursing profession. She is a mother. She is a great citizen of this great nation of Islam of ours, and she is a wonderfully welcome guest tonight. Why don't you join me in welcoming to the platform Sister Khadija Farrakhan. D, good to see you.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. It's good to see you and glad that you are looking good. Wait a minute, you may be wearing Hala as well. Is that
I am.
correct?
I am. I am.
Ah,
Just a little
Nice.
so
t-shirt, some white.
uh-huh. So she's wearing the black with the black embroidered
Mm-hmm.
logo and doing the model poses while she does it. But this is a great opportunity to talk about how you doing tonight, D. How's the family? Talk to me about you first. Let me know how things are going.
Things are going well. I just started a new nursing contract at GW, so that's going well. The children are well. They're healthy. Everybody's doing well.
That's good. Praise
Beautiful.
be to Allah. It's always good to hear. But I want to make sure that we give some background on this particular project. Um, before he transitioned, your beautiful father had this idea and gave it to the nation. And you may be able to see in different places where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan wears Hala, right? Why wouldn't he? It's
Right.
it's extremely high quality, and I'm wearing this Hala pullover, and I got to tell
Mhm.
you,
Like a
it
crew neck.
feels like I'm the crew neck pullover. Yes, it feels like I am getting a hug right now. It
Mm-hmm.
just feels like, oh man, this is so great because it's
Oh,
it's it's comfortable. It's all natural. The materials are 100% natural. No false fabrics in there. Those
right.
two sisters are not in here. You know, Polly and Esther, they're not in here. Okay. So
The
this is
colors
something
and
that is
points.
really super high quality. But
Hmm.
tell us about how it went from your dad's idea to the point where it is right now.
Well, my dad and his friend Chuck started.
My man Chuck.
You remember Chuck? They
Mm-hmm.
together they started Holla, and he dad was very intentional about getting a quality product made, and he sold some of his work, some of the t-shirts and the hoodies, and everyone loved them.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran out. They didn't finish the whole process that they set out to achieve,
Mm-hmm.
and and we decided as a family, me, my mom, my brothers and sisters, decided to kind of pick it up and not just let it die.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And
That was
how many brothers and sisters do you have?
so there's six of us total.
Yes.
There's my older sister Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
then there's me, there's Mariam, Holiday, then Lewis and Wakil, Lewis the third, and
Yes,
Wakil,
yes, indeed. All
Muta
praise
Wakil.
to Allah. Yes, indeed. Yes,
I might
indeed.
have
So
some
the
pictures of
family
everything.
then runs the business together. Is that right? I mean, oh, there's the family. You see them on your screen. Beautiful people there. Sister Tifa is great with that research. She gets the photos, she gets the family. And there you are with Mother Farrakhan, and there you are again with the minister. And you can see these photographs. These are good looking shots. I see Samima. I see there's Nina, who that's the grandmother name for Sister Liesel and the
Mm-hmm.
family surrounding the minister. Then I see your dad. You moving fast,
That-
teacher. Ooh, I
That's
can't.
my
I can't.
favorite. That's my
That is,
favorite shot of my dad.
yeah, that's him. That is the great Louis Farrakhan Jr. And I have to tell you, this is a man who could have taken advantage of opportunities and closeness to his father, but he didn't. Louis is such a humble brother that he would drive the final call paper truck from headquarters on his route. You remember when he did that, Khadija?
I do.
He would drive from Chicago to the East Coast down to the South, making sure that the mosques and study groups had their allotted supply of the Final Call newspaper. So it was a
Beautiful.
great, great, great man, Louis Farrakhan Jr. So you said that he and Chuck got
Question.
this idea. They
Hmm.
created this
Showing your face.
design. They created sportswear with the design, but they sold out, right?
Yeah, they
the
sold out.
family the family takes the design and
Hmm.
decides that even though Lewis is not with us physically anymore, you're going to project his spirit into the marketplace with Hala. How is that project working so far? And tell us how your view of it, what it could be in the future.
So my mom's been working closely with my cousin Kesey, who partners with a manufacturing company to embroider all of the fabrics and designs that we select. But everyone's been loving the quality and the whole message behind Holla, and nobody wants to let this idea die. So everyone's been very
Right.
supportive. You know, Dad made the
Hmm.
Million Man March and the Millions More Movement logo, and that's actually on
Hmm.
the side. It's also embroidered on the side of the T-shirt as well,
Excellent.
just
Yes.
as a
Can
Hmm.
tribute
you
to him.
can you explain to everyone what Hala means? How did what's the concept of behind Hala?
So, how I understand it from him
Okay.
is when you look at your brother or you look at your sister, you're looking at God,
Mhm.
a small representation of God. We all have a lot in us,
Yes.
Hmm.
and we're taught to greet each other, and when you see one another, acknowledge each other. And he found a light way of just saying holla, like holla at your boy, but
Yes.
but when you actually have it on and you look at yourself, you see the words Allah. So it's kind of like a remembrance that you are a, a little God, but also to acknowledge the God in your brother and your sister, and just to greet them in a light way, but still don't forget the essence of who we are.
Yes,
Beautiful.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely beautiful.
That's the best way
And
I can like describe it.
hmm hmm
But,
no, I
So
think that's a beautiful description because the incidental, just the everyday average routine of our
mhm,
people is shifting. I
mhm,
think in Black America, there's a shift. It's subtle. It's not at all universal yet, but it's growing. That we are turning to one another with love and acceptance. We're turning to one another with a real regard for and respect for one another. And that
beautiful.
kind of thing is healthy. And I think that Hollowware is going to be a major contributor to that because it'll become as universal as whatever brands we're wearing right now. Some people wear the brand from their school. Some
mhm,
people wear a brand
Mhm.
for some designer who's a Caucasian and doesn't live anywhere near you and makes his money off you and takes it out of your community. But in
right.
Hala, you're able to get things right here in the community. And speaking of community, by the way, want to make sure we recognize the folks who are with us tonight. We would be criminal if didn't recognize that we're being viewed in Dallas, Texas tonight. Patricia's with us. Family, there's Next Level, our main man. Cornbread, Brother James in Dallas as well. Brother Jerry's with us in Washington, D.C. Sister
Jay
Suzette in Dallas. Good to see you, Suzette, in Dallas as well. We have Sister Denise. I want to know where you're from, sis. Make sure you put that in, drop it in the comments. There is the Rockwell Radio Show is with us
Of
tonight,
course.
Tisha, from Atlanta, Georgia. We're always glad to see our friends from Rockwell Radio Network and all around the country. Brother Derek 3X is in the chat. He tells us that he has a Holla cap that he got from Lewis Jr. He got the
Wow.
cap from your dad. He said because he was trying to support the brand, but
Hmm.
all the clothes were too small. He's a big, strong brother,
Okay. Okay.
and so the clothes were too small. But he has the hat, and he has a cherished memory of the hat. So, and he's in New York City, and I think yeah, New York City. So all over the country, people are weighing in, and people are letting us know that Sister Elizabeth is in Chicago, Sister Tracy's in Louisiana, Sister Melodies in
Shaniqua's here.
Delaware. Wow, everybody.
Everybody's here.
So beautiful.
We have another guest here too that we need to bring to the stage right away.
Ah,
Sister Liso has joined us.
Oh,
You ready? Let's
ah.
welcome her to the stage.
Well,
Assalamualaikum.
there's Sister
Walaikum
Lisa
salam.
Farrakhan. Why don't you introduce her, Tisha, so that people know who that lady is?
We know everybody should know who this is. This is the great Liesl Farrakhan. This is the wife of Louis Farrakhan Jr. and the mom of this wonderful crew that we've been talking about and talking to.
Mhm.
And she is what the co-producer, co-founder of the Hala brand. Is that right, Miss Liesl?
No, this was
What are
Lewis's
it was
idea.
his own, the whole thing?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It
I
was
stand
his
corrected.
idea, and his children wanted to make sure that the brand continues.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He
This is
was very creative, always trying to think of ways to further the mission of the Nation of Islam
I
and
love
Yeah.
his father's work.
Mm-hmm.
So he had plenty of ideas,
it.
and this
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
is one that came to fruition. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a shame that he departed so soon.
Yes, indeed. I have to tell you, Sister Lisa, as we welcome you to Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha, I also need to
Yeah.
tell you, your family, and I don't know if you all knew this, and Sister Khadija, you all were growing up as children, you were moving about doing your business, but when you all lived in the Chicago suburbs in a town called Crete and on a street called Ronald Road, and you had your home was there. And whenever I would come to Chicago, your dad would insist that as often as possible, I stayed at the house. He had a little room for me on the first floor over there by the laundry room, that one small bedroom. He said, because you snore too loud. You can't be out in the house with regular people. And so I went over to the room and I slept there and I stayed there. And I can think about the times with such great fondness when your dad would cook the dinner for the whole gathering and people coming and going from the house, the children, the family, the neighbors, the friends. Chuck was there quite frequently, and we will
Mhm.
always be there in a spirit of love and brotherhood. And I think that that permeates what we're doing with Hala. I think I feel that energy as the family strives to pull it together, to bring the discipline, to bring the business acumen, and to bring the spirit of creativity to our people. Do you all notice that, Lisa? I guess the question is for you, Sister Lisa. What do you think of that?
Well, I definitely agree. When he first came up with it, I was like, okay, okay. But when it came out, and then when you put a mirror in front of yourself and
Mhm.
see that it says Allah, then
Yes.
it's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yes.
way everybody is when they there's even a setting on your phone where you can
Mhm.
take a selfie, and it's like it's called a mirror selfie.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see yourself in your phone. You can even take a picture of yourself, and it'll say Allah on it. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's how
indeed.
it's showing
Yes,
on the
I don't
indeed.
know
camera
if
too.
I answered your
Mhm.
question, but
Hmm. Now
but
this
it's
That's
question,
great.
this question goes back to Khadijah, if you all don't mind. But Khadijah, I wanted to ask you now that the business is growing, and I had an
Yeah.
opportunity. I'm a ringer. I have to give transparency here. One day, I was in Washington. This was about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe. I was in
Okay.
Washington, and I was giving a ride to your mom to take her to the pharmacy to pick up some drugs store from the
Not
drugstore.
drugs.
So from the, not drugs, no, no, stop it, people,
you said it.
but the CVS, okay. And as she sat back there and she was on the phone and the phone was talking, you all were having a board meeting, an electronic board meeting for Hala, right? The all
Yeah.
the children. I was so impressed because you were on the line, all right. Sophia, Mariam, Colliday, Lewis. I don't know if Lewis may have been at flight school at that time, but Wakil was on the line, and you all
Mhm.
were handling the business of bringing your brand out to the public. That was very inspiring to me. Tell me a little something, Khadija, about the dynamics of guiding this project as a team. How do you feel about that? How does that impress you as you do it from day to day with your family?
Well, everybody does their part, I would say.
Hmm.
Or because we'll bring issues to the table, and then we'll say, and then whoever feels most equipped to handle that thing, they'll
Mhm.
Hmm.
they'll volunteer to do that part. So when we decided that we wanted to, keep Hala alive and start reproducing what Dad started, there was, okay, is it patented? Let's look that up. Make sure that
Mhm.
we, get the patent together, just so that it stays among us. And there were a lot of like little things that we had to work on, but I think everyone just kind of pitches in where they fit best, and we all give our input. Um,
Yes,
about
indeed.
what we want to see, because as the younger generation, we want to see fashionable things, and we want to create fashionable things that still have his logo on it, that still represent what he, initiated.
I
So,
love
but we still want to see things that are fashionable. But then mom is not going to let us not be modest either. So she's like,
it. Come on.
so
Cover it.
there's that. There's
I
that.
was I was
Mhm.
gonna ask you, do you guys have a certain target audience, or is this fashion line, are you projecting it to everyone?
It's
Like
really
men, women, children, it's for everyone. Okay.
Yeah, we want to do some onesies all the way up,
Mhm.
all the way up to the hoodies. So right now we just had the hoodies and the
That was
t-shirts
the question.
and
Okay.
what have you. I have some ideas for the ladies, and
Mhm.
covered but still comfortable and
Yes.
fashionable.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah, so we it's all still in the works. The profits so far have just gone into making more merchandise. So that's where we're at. But hopefully it'll get to a point where we have enough, it and the inventory stays on like a constant rotation, where the supply is meeting the demand.
So
Wow.
we know our audience is going to be interested in finding out how they can get their own, you know, t-shirts and crew shirts. And so how are you promoting it? Are you vending? Is it online?
Well,
What
right now my mom is vending. She's in Chicago at the National Training Conference that's
Ah,
happening right now. So she's there. You can get it at the National Training Conference right now from her, and
beautiful.
then you could also place an order with her.
Okay.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Couple of quick questions, if you don't mind. One question for Sister Tisha. If you wouldn't mind, hon, could you put up the picture of Lewis and Wakil looking ruggedly masculine and handsome in their
Yes.
Hala wear right next to the truck outside? There's a picture that we have, I think, in our photo gallery. Yeah, there they are. Those are Lewis Jr.'s sons. Lewis the third there on the left, and Wakil on the
Mhm.
right, and they're styling in the hollow wear that I happen to be wearing right now. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is the sand colored pullover crew neck with the same color embroidery, tone on tone, which is a high fashion statement. I have to tell you, tone on tone is a design ethic. There you see the brothers again in the black Holla logo gear. So you can see that Holla is not playing around. They're thinking. The hoodies are there, and the angle going 45 degrees with Allah headed upward. When you see it, it's a beautiful design, and everything is very, very thoughtful as you see it. And so, I just wanted you to look at those two photos as we can see as we prepare to bring the photos down. Of course, there's the designer, the great Lewis Jr. So, you're
Beautiful.
listening to and viewing, of course, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. And wherever you are, and I want to thank you, there are literally hundreds of folks piling in to the chat. I can't recognize everybody. I want to thank Cousin Tony for his stars and his love and his backing. He said, "Love you, Tisha."
Ah, oh yes,
Me
my cousin.
too. Me too, Tony. And there's
Later.
sister-in-law Sean is with us, Shantae Gillum Turner, and so many. Wow, I'm very, very grateful for all of you who are joining us tonight. Um, Sister Majida's with us. She has her T-shirt. Everybody, drop your cities in the comment section now as you let us know where you're from. Of course, Sister Melody from Wilmington, Delaware, and Philadelphia. The I'm sorry, the Protocol Director Emeritus from number 12 in Philadelphia. Sister Latrice is with us from D.C. Oh man! But there's a question in the chat that I wanted to bring up. And that's the question
Teacher.
that's on the screen right now. And that question is for you, Khadija, from Brother James in Dallas. Would you consider producing some custom pieces?
Hmm. I'm open for that. Absolutely. Wow. I never thought about that, but that would be exclusive. That
Yes.
that would be exclusive. Absolutely. Why not? Of
Mhm.
course.
And I love how Hala seems to me to be a natural companion for like the demodest line for sisters. You
Right.
can do demodest and then complimentary. Sister Sean says Minister Jamil selling the gear like QVC. Hush, but but I'm
He's
saying
all in
that
it.
it is it's a great, yeah, but it's a great opportunity for
Poor
us to
brother.
see and feel and enjoy the kind of style we like to. Still, we are beautiful people. We decorate
Hmm.
ourselves. We black people. Everything
Yeah.
we do, we like to look good when we do it. My dad used to tell me, he said, son, when you feel down, when you feel out, when things, because, I'm giving y'all sweet roll wisdom. Okay, this is my dad's
Mm.
sweet roll. And,
Hey.
this is what he said. He said, look, when you feel down, he said, put on your best suit, get
Mm.
clean, get sharp, shine your shoes. He said, and go out and put as much money as you can in your pocket. You don't spend it, but put it in your pocket so you know you got it. And just walk around the neighborhood.
I'm gonna
You'll
need
come
some
back
money.
home feeling better.
I
Holla
tell my
helps you
mom.
feel better. It helps you feel better. I'm wearing it now. And if you're in the audience and you're not wearing Holla, that's your problem.
Mm. Gotta holler at
But
somebody
we
and get
can
You better
solve
holler at
that
somebody.
problem. That's a problem we can solve.
I know that's right.
Mhm.
All right. So when we come back from the bottom out, we're getting close to the bottom of the hour. We're gonna go for a quick break. When we'll come back, we'll bring you some more information on this new product line, Hala.
Okay.
We'll
Yes,
holla in
indeed.
just a moment. We'll be right back, y'all. Going to commercial break. Assalamualaikum, family.
Assalamu alaikum.
What are we saying? What are we doing? Woo! Assalamualaikum, family. Assalamualaikum, family.
Assalamu alaikum.
We want to thank you for taking the time to tune into Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil.
And Sister Tisha. We thank you for every Thursday night joining us for appointment viewing. 8 p.m. Not 8 a.m.
Yeah, I'm going to come in on the PM.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Thursday nights by YouTube, by Facebook, by Instagram, by all the other means by which we can be seen. But we thank you because without you, as a matter of fact, here the Manhattans, there's no me without
Why does
you.
he always do that? Assalamualaikum.
There's no me.
You didn't say assalamualaikum. You didn't say assalamualaikum. You didn't say assalamualaikum.
Sorry.
All right.
Uh-huh.
This is great. This is great. Let me just run over to the comments and see if there's any new comments here. Somebody called
Yes,
us.
indeed. There are some comments. I think we're going to have some great stuff going on. And as we see Hala expanding, you'll be able to say that you were here tonight and that you spent a short hour, but you got to know Lewis Jr.'s family. You got to know Liesl's family. You got to know a team of people who work together, not just because they share common DNA, but because they share a common vision. And that vision is that they can add to the options for people who want to be decent, but who also want to be super duper fly. Because that's how we are. We want to be super duper fly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can be super fly. And I'm just asking you to remember that tonight you have an option. We have an option. Tisha, anybody in the comments and questions that need to come up on the screen, go right ahead.
No, everybody says, Miss Denise says, I want to holla. Allahu Akbar. I have a quick question. So, for the brand, okay, so we're keeping it going. We're bringing it out. What are some of the short term goals, and what do you see in as a long term goal for this brand? Because I see this growing big. What do you see? What is it that you're trying to accomplish right now, just right away? And then where you see yourself? What are your long term, and how can we help, if anything?
We definitely want to expand the line for our sisters,
Okay.
because what we're doing now is geared to men as far as the style of crew necks and just the traditional, um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
traditional um,
Hoodie.
crew
Mhm.
neck.
Men's fashion, right?
Right, but we
Mhm.
want, something that's definitely modest, that keeps us covered. So keeps us covered. The
Right.
Yes,
sister.
indeed. Yes, indeed. And
Okay.
in that doing, and Tisha, do you mind if I ask one more question?
Go ahead.
All right, thank you, because I got to check. I got to check. You don't just be willy nilly out here
You've
asking.
been willy nilly. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, yes, ma'am. I'm trying to be good, but I wanted to know, how is everything at the National Training Conference? What's the spirit there? What's the energy there? I know you're there representing Hala, and representing the nation and representing your family. But how is it there, Lisa? How are things going? What's the spirit as people gather?
Well, I can tell you from a believer standpoint that everybody who's come is excited. Um, and this energy, I believe this is the 30th year or the 25th year.
30th year, yes.
30th year, okay. Um, so there's some special things that are occurring, like an all white party. I think that's tomorrow
Hmm.
night. There's a ball, and um, there's a competition on Sunday for those who train on a regular basis.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I know my one of my nephews is young man, Corey, and Faiza's son,
Yeah.
Nasir, is looking forward to the competition. And I know
Hmm.
that people come from all over the country to compete,
Yeah.
all different types of martial artists or different schools of martial arts.
Hmm. Hmm.
Somebody said windows to the world.
Yeah. Brother Kenny.
I saw that.
Amen.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
Kenny, Brother Kenny.
Yes, Brother
Good to
Kenny.
see you, brother Kenny.
We
Good
love
to
Brother
see you,
Kenny.
my brother.
There's
Yes,
another
indeed.
question that came in about the line, real quick. I wanted to see. Brother
Hmm.
Harold wants to know, have y'all thought about, will you have polo shirts for men? Polo shirts is
Absolutely.
on the plan? Okay, good.
Hmm.
All right, Brother Harold, we need you to get one in every color.
Yes, indeed. Now,
All right.
brother Harold will style them in every color,
Well,
and there in Greensboro where he works,
Hmm.
and watch when he does it, everybody else will do it. Trust me. You got the
Okay.
influence. You got the influencers on here tonight from San Francisco. We're joined tonight by Sister Javon Muhammad. Y'all know Sister Javon, our
beautiful.
sister from Sugar Shack Farms, that makes the ready-to-eat MRE bean soup.
Yes.
And yes, and it's we got connections everywhere, and people can't wait to put on Holla. What
Hmm.
Right.
what do you, what designs do you want to see, Khadijah? What do you, when you get your Holla in your mind? What does it look like? Like, what is your drape? What's your drip look like?
I'd like to see. I'd like to see. Well, I have an idea for a female hoodie.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
long. it has some form, but it's not form fitting.
Right.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it doesn't make you look like a box. You know, it's a nice looking hoodie. It doesn't have but it doesn't have a hood. It just has the pulls, and so
Oh.
yeah, so it's pretty dope. I like it. Um,
Mhm.
so for the ladies, I'd like to see that first, but eventually maybe we could see some nice couture pieces with just a nice Hala logo,
Yes.
and
Yes.
just like really really discreet, but then like if you know you know.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I'd like to see.
Hmm.
I
And
like
uh, and I have to say, by means of fashion, I'm glad we asked you that question. And your mom is smiling proudly and nodding her head while you're talking. But Sister Khadija is one of the models who styled the beautiful rainbow of colors of the MGT garment that you see
that.
represented all over the world from the west steps of the U.S. Capitol during 10-10-15 Justice or Else. And so you saw her there wearing those beautiful garments and along with those other beautiful sisters to represent something new, something creative, something neither totally Eastern nor totally Western, but the most honorable Elijah Muhammad says something totally new. And so since we're not dressing in the full formal garment every day, we're not wearing our FOI uniform every day, but there is a style of presentation that we can put forward into the world that signals us as proud citizens of a community struggling and striving to find its own dignity. That's what I love about it. It's the dignity of owning your own and
Yeah,
representing yourself with the principle that in the Black nationalist community we call Kuji Chakalia, which is self-determination. Holla means you can do it yourself. What do you think of what you're doing now, Sister Lisa, in terms of your vision? Like Khadijah wants to see some couture pieces. You mentioned earlier some pieces for women. I see you're wearing the Summer Breeze now by D Modest, and that's a great look for you in the summertime there in Chicago. What's your vision about going forward with Hala and where you see it going?
Well, um, the MGT have been taught to sew, which
Mm-hmm.
I thought was really great, as a as something that women need to do. When I came in the nation, I remember buying fabric
hmm,
and, you know, handing it off to maybe a sister who maybe you thought could make you something nice. I Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. And when we first came in the nation, we wanted to be modest and we didn't really care as much. I mean, maybe we cared, but we were like, the most important thing is to be covered.
Right.
So we would just tie our hair up and and buy some fabric and maybe hand it off to a sister, hoping that we would receive back a really nice product, and a lot of times we were disappointed.
Yeah.
I was a person that grew up sewing. My hobby was on Saturday after you cleaned up the house. You took whatever little money you had, whether it was 10 or 12 or $15, go buy some fabric, come home and make a garment, make something, a pair of pants or whatever. So it was a challenge when I came in the nation, especially once I started having children, to have to, and working, have the time to create something that was beautiful. And I told myself, I'm going to be a Muslim woman that's going to represent the nation, the minister, our nation, the minister, the sisters, with something that's um, beautiful, but then we have to have something that's functional,
Yes.
something that if we're just going to the grocery store or we're working outside in our yard or whatever, we can be modest but
hmm.
fly at the same time.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's really the
Somehow.
goal, to use
Something
quality fabrics and
comfortable.
wear something that's comfortable and you can be proud of it.
Yes.
And like somebody said, if you know, you know.
Right, right, right. And we're
Like
in the comments, and I'm noticing,
what I
Sister
like.
Shar.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
What
go
I
ahead,
like
hon.
about it too, in the whole design and the whole thought of it, and like what you were saying is Khadijah, because sometimes, like, okay, we want to be fly all the time when we step out. We want to be covered. You don't want to be boxy. You don't want to be mammy-ish. I don't want to clutch my pearls and wear my pearls every time. I just want to run to the store with my hoops, but be comfortable and classy. And the clothing that's in the stores now for us to wear, if you try to get a t-shirt, if I don't get a man's t-shirt, it's going to be cropped or it's going to be V'd, and it's not
Yeah.
comfortable. So you feel like you got to dress all the way up all the time just to run the 7-Eleven. I don't want that. And so I like that I can put on something that still allows me to be myself, right? A righteous Muslim, but still be myself, a righteous Muslim, right? Without being all, you know what I'm talking about,
Right,
boxy.
because a lot of the garments
Right, and
are very formal,
Yes.
and sometimes you just, like you said, want to make a quick run.
I want
We
to make it
don't have any milk. Let me run out real quick.
But I want to be covered.
Right,
And I don't want to be in men's clothing. I
right.
don't want to be stuff all, just
That's always
Mhm.
been the challenge. That's always been the challenge. You know.
yes.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is great.
Well, sisters, I mean, I do want to pause right here to ask Tisha, can you bring me a large Slurpee? I need the blue and the red mix, put a little Coca-Cola on top, and get the big dome for me.
Please. Oh,
Appreciate that.
that's good. You know what else would be cool too? Did y'all think of? I think somebody had said that at one time they had baseball caps. Will y'all be bringing that back to do the whole thing, or a bucket hat? We love a
A
Oh,
bucket.
yeah.
bucket.
Definitely the bucket
I
hats.
love a
Oh, yeah,
bucket
we
hat.
got to have those.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see it, Uncle Jamil, you can definitely see it.
All right, good.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
y'all,
Good.
you
As
heard her.
we
She said,
get
if you want to see it,
as
Uncle
we get
Jamil, you can
the
see it.
support, the
Mhm.
land, the brand will expand.
But
Excellent.
but you know what? Now what I'm thinking about, and it's crazy because I hadn't even thought about it before just now.
Okay.
You know how we wear our hair covered, and
Yes.
that was like one of my biggest challenges. Like, oh, gotta wear my hair covered, right?
Mhm,
But now
mhm.
at work, I wear my hair covered all the time because I'm always wearing a nurse cap.
Yes.
And the nurse caps are like satin lined, which is good for your hair.
Yes.
Mhm.
We should come out with a nurse cap line,
You really
Mhm.
should.
Mom.
Why not have Holla scrubs? We can have Holla scrubs.
You know
Why
what I'm
not?
saying?
In
Right.
every aspect of life, I think we can represent and to remember that when you look at each other, you're looking at God. When you look at that person, you're looking at something great, and they're actually wearing something great to remind you. I think that's a great way to approach it, a great way to look at it, great way to understand it. People are still piling into the comment section. Brother Harold says the bucket hats are in. Brother Jerry in Washington, D.C. says, I'm so elated to see Black clothing designers designing clothes for our community that are both tasteful and stylish. And I think that says it a lot. That says a lot of it, right? Tasteful and stylish. And that's the kind of thing that we're aiming for here, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Hala?
That's right.
I love it.
All right.
Khadijah, will you scoot back just a little bit so people who are just joining us can see the T-shirt, the
Let me
black on black?
camera back.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's nice.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that
Yes, that's nice. We can see it. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Black
people who
on
missed it
black.
in the beginning. People are saying yes to the scrubs.
see? I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling
Yes,
you.
to the
Yes,
scrub. Yeah,
yes.
because you got a lot of people are working in the healthcare industry, and they need something good and qualified to wear. And when everybody asks them, it says, "Hey, holla," and you explain the story, and it starts the conversation around the country. It really is great. It really is
That's
great.
the most
I'm going to
important.
defer to Sister Tisha because your questions are fascinating me. Not just because you're the world's most beautiful co-host. Never would I flirt on the air, but not just because of that, but because your questions are giving us a view, and the brothers are looking like, wow, these sisters think this thing through. So, brothers, I'm
Mhm,
gonna sit back and let Sister
mhm.
Teacher go ahead and run for the tape, the finish
So
line.
I was going to ask you when we were brainstorming a little bit, if that's what we can call it, because my mind was going thinking of this stuff. What about like a tote? And everybody knows I collect tote bags, but totes, you can, there's so much you can do. Totes, backpacks, just even for the smaller children, bigger. What about the clear backpacks that we need every
Yes.
Savior's Day?
Yes.
There's so much. The
There's-
little what's the ones that go across, crossbody ones?
Yeah.
So much. And so one of the brothers is saying, what about like men's workwear? Like we're talking about scrubs, but so much like, like a Dickies type thing.
Oh, Dick, is he
That
talking like
type
Dickie?
design, maybe.
I can see that. I
I'm
can
not
definitely-
sure if Lewis even thought
I
it
mean,
this far,
'cause
but
it's that I honestly we could do it all, walking suits, the whole nine. But and it doesn't always have to have such a large logo. We could, like I said, do a really small, discreet logo, like if you know, kind of thing.
Right.
I think it can. I think we just need to
And I don't
support.
think, and I really agree with you. I'm sorry. No, I was going to say I really agree that we can have the design in whatever size and proportion it needs to be in. Nikia's in the chat. She says, "Why stop at clothes? Why not do
Right.
cups? Why not do cups and do socks and do other things so the brand can expand?" I guess
Yeah.
we all can agree on that.
Yeah.
Tisha, if you don't mind, I'd like to just inquire, how do we support the brand today? If we can go, how do we go today where you can gather our information, get our numbers, contact us with catalogs as they develop and roll out? Because not everybody be able to be at the National Training Conference, but if you can't make it there, how can we get Hala right now? How do we get behind you right now?
The website.
Ma,
yes,
it's there.
and there it is, the hollabrand.com.
Mm-hmm.
We're expanding our we really haven't launched our website, but it's coming soon, so we're working on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
This is a baby
it's like a
crawling,
capture
right?
website.
I'm sorry.
Like a capture website to make sure we can leave our information and get in. So this is exciting. We're here pre-launch. We're here
Yes.
prior to the official launch of the
Excellent.
line, but there's no way that everybody else can get big and we have to stay small. That everybody else can have their garments on the backs of people all over the planet and we have to have just a limited number of people. No, what you're doing is bringing quality to the world in one of the basic needs of life. Because last time I checked, it was food, and then what? Clothing
Clothing.
and
Mm.
shelter, right?
Mm.
So we need, these are basic needs that are being met in a way, like Brother Jerry said, which preserves our dignity. They're tasteful and stylish. I'm excited. I really am.
I'm
And
excited.
we really appreciate you having us on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is just the first time, because as it expands, we'll have to have you back again to model some more.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
big.
love
This is going to be big. I love it. I'm
Mhm.
excited for you. I'm ready for the summer wear, the fall wear, the Savior's Day scarf. Can you hand me my Hala scarf, Mom, please?
Wait, now, hold on now. Wait a
Now,
minute.
I love my red Hala scarf.
now
Brother
that's
Kenny
what
said,
I really like.
Yes, come with it. I
Brother
need one in
Kenny,
every color, brother.
Yes, I
Holla
know. I
at
know.
me.
Brother.
did you see it?
I
He
know.
said,
Sweetie.
Brother
Yeah.
Kenny said we need some
I can
Hala
see.
socks to go with the Timbs.
He said some thick ones. Something's wrong
Some
with him.
thick ones.
Some thick Hala socks. Not the
Mhm.
thick.
And I saw the sisters. They said they want to see the hoodie without the hood. They want to see the peplum hoodie. Like they're okay. As
I
long as
do.
Mhm.
I do still want a hoodie with the hood, though. I'm
with the
a
hood, okay.
little gangster.
And I like what Shante says. She
I can
says
pull it up.
we need to have holla back packs.
Packs.
Get it?
Yeah.
Holla back packs. All right, I like that. Good use of words and great use of fabric. Great.
I love
I
that.
wanted to mention that
Yes.
the shirts, what we've done is embroidered. Um, just like as you see on this Modest
Yes.
outfit, you see a little embroidery. On the Hala shirts, you'll see a thick embroidery. That embroidery will last longer than the shirt.
Come on.
The Hala will last longer than the shirt. That's some thick embroidery. It's not
Oh
just
yeah,
ironed on.
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
See,
And
don't hate,
uh,
don't
to,
hate. Mm-mm.
to answer the questions, Sister Tara, we are doing my understanding is that Hala does have a landing page that's in the process of developing beyond where it is even now. Sister Majida says she looks forward to sheets and bedspreads and pillow shams. You see, everything that has to do with design can come under the umbrella of Hala, and we can really do and witness something great that your
Mm.
family deserves, quite frankly. Your family,
Jackets.
your, everything, everything,
Oh,
I,
this is
I,
everything.
big.
I think the
Mhm.
most important thing about the brand is we want to keep in the minds of the people the fact that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, when you're looking in the mirror,
Yes,
you're looking at God.
I love it.
So when you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth and
Mhm.
comb your hair, groom yourself, and then put that shirt on,
Yes.
it's a reminder before you walk out of the door. I'm
God.
Allah has me.
Come on.
Right, right,
I'm
Oh,
straight.
right.
I'm straight.
And that's
Mhm.
That's
where you hear the guidance of this family from Lewis Jr. and from Liesel. They have brought their family up to know that they can do anything, and they do. They have among their ranks nurses, medical doctors, airline pilots, masters of clinical social work. Those are the children, the grandchildren of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mother Khadijah, and they're doing things. Your
mm.
family is so well rooted. I wish we had time to talk about my dear Mama Jean, Sister Liesel's mother, and the great things that she taught the family as well. So, from both sides and angles of the family, the great strength of your unit is now being shown. And so, this is a great example for all of us. Whatever you do out there, whatever you do in the audience of people who watch nothing but the truth, do your thing. Do your thing. I mean, express yourself, huh? Because it's
Love
not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. It's what you're doing when you're doing what you look like you're doing. Express
that was
yourself.
ridiculous. Okay. So people are saying they want to see robes, just all kind of things. This is great. I think there is a large backing behind you. Everybody is in agreement that this is a wonderful concept, and we can't wait for the full production. But as a reminder, shirts are available now. Whether you get them in person with Sister Liesel at the conference this weekend, or you can visit the website, leave your information. It'll capture information, and someone will reach out to you and tell you how that you will be able to order your own. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then there was a question asked, what sizes are available? Are all sizes available, even plus sizes?
We
Children,
have
grown up sizes?
from small
Mhm.
to 3X. Oh, you were gonna say something, Brother Jamil?
No, I was gonna say I'm wearing one of the larger sizes. I'm one of those brothers, Brother Kenny, who ate some bean pies in my life, and therefore I'm wearing the larger sizes. But we have them, and when I say we, I don't know why, because I'm not an owner, but I'm just excited about Hala. You know,
I
we
love
we
it. As it expands, will you be expanding the size ranges as well?
Well, if we need some 4X's or some
Mm-hmm.
extra smalls,
Mm-hmm.
um, we would definitely be able to get that. That would might be a special order, but it won't cost any more.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So all the way up to 3X and all the way down to small. But we also have some youth sizes that start at extra small, and
Okay.
those are very reasonably priced. Those are not embroidered
Mhm.
because
Okay.
children, so they're a lot less expensive. I'm not going to say they're expensive, but they are a quality material and quality stitching. But for youth who we know grow,
Mm-hmm.
like we have extra small to I think an extra large for
Okay.
you.
Praise be to Allah. Well,
You can get them for your children, and as they grow, um, you know, they can be handed down, or you can graduate to the embroidered. Um,
Yes, graduate.
Excellent. Excellent. Well,
Yeah, because it's
I want to
very.
tell you all tonight, we are about to graduate out of time on
Yeah.
this program. But I have to tell you how great it's been hearing from you. I want to hear just a greeting from each of the two of you before we go. We have almost 3 whole minutes left. So I'm going to
Mhm.
turn it over to Tisha right now. She'll tell us what to do, how to act, how to move, and then we'll come back to our guest for a final word and be dismissed. Sister Tisha.
Thank you. All right, everyone. I just want to thank you again for tuning into another exciting episode of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. We are so honored to have you here on this platform with us. We're going to ask you before we go to come back to this same channel, this same time next week, 7 p.m. Central. Join us for another exciting episode. And sometime during the week, if you haven't already done so, please go over to our YouTube page, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Like, share, and subscribe. Then go over to Facebook and do the same. You can find us under my page, Tisha Muhammad, and also under Jamil Muhammad. But again, don't forget, same time next Thursday. Holla at me, okay? Holla at me. Hold on.
Sister Khadija and Sister Liesel, just take a few seconds and sum up what you've seen and what you're doing, and we'll be back with you again for a part 2.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who came, and I just want to say that I love everybody. I'm so honored that you all came to join with us and are giving us so much love. So many people said, "Assalamu alaikum, family. We love you, and we love you right back." I just wanted to say that.
Beautiful,
Praise be
beautiful.
to Allah.
Thank
Sister
you.
Liesel?
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for all those who tune in to Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha all the time on a regular basis.
Yes.
We look forward to meeting you and you telling us, hey, we saw the show, and hope you pick up a Hala t-shirt or a hoodie.
That's
All right.
right.
So everybody, I'm going to ask all the guests on the count of 3. Everybody just say holla back, and then we're going to be dismissed. 1, 2, 3. Holla
Holla
back.
back.
Salam alaikum, everybody.
Make 'em